Hello, I'm Gus.
And I'm Lou.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're going to be showing you some of our techniques and demonstrating some of our work for you. Don't forget to press like and subscribe.
In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to make one of these little slab vases with that particular texture on it. Pretty simple, you don't need much, just a little bit of patience and a kitchen table, really. First, these are slab built vases, so I'll need a slab. Put this away. So I've prepared the slab earlier, roughly this size, and you need some molds where you can drape it into. Then I've got this textured plaster block, which I bought at the ceramic supplier, but you can also make your own, or alternatively you can use one of these corrugated paper things you can buy at your local stationery shop. So, the harder I press, obviously, the more you can see the texture, which is here. Have I pressed hard enough? Yeah. Then I've got a choice of molds. This one is already, I've done already, so it would be good to get the second half of this one here. Excuse me. Okay. So I'll just try to grab this. It's still floppy and soft. Up. Okay. And it should dry quicker, and I'll take advantage that this mold has become available, and I'll just drape this one into there. Okay. Hop. It's good to stretch it a little. Here I can decide how far down I want to take it, because when I take it off the mold it always distorts like this one has, but it's just the way it is. It gives it that kind of irregularity which I like. And then I have a different tool for that, which is here. Then I just cut this off. Oh yeah, okay. So I can bend it out. Paper cutter will help me doing that. This has certainly become a little irregular, but not to worry. This of course is flat, and these vases have to have an opening. So I'll take this flat bit for the opening later on. In the meantime, I'll just put this away. Paper clay can be dried faster than conventional clay. You don't have to cover it up. Theoretically, you could put it out in the sun, on a heater, or even in the kiln to make it harder. Leather hard, I ideally need it, but I've prepared these. They're not leather hard, but they're a little bit more firm. I use a cushion, obviously. And now I can just hope that these two things get together. So, and so. And then it is paper clay. I'm getting away with more than I would get away with conventional ceramics. Here's my slip. Usually you would have to scorch it like that, score it like that. I can do that, but I don't have to be too fussy. I can feel one bit is more firm than the other. Always interesting. Yeah. This is a little bit of slip, the same material, just liquid. Also paper clay slip. And now, pop. Get the UFO together. I don't know, that's always a moment which is tricky. Of course, it's softer now because I've used this super wet slip. So it's another excuse to distort, but I've made a foot out of offcuts. That's firmer already. And I'm going to use this now. So I'll decide where it's going to be, where the opening is going to be. And what do you think? The opening could be here. So put this together. This is a lot firmer. Bit stroppy. But here we go. Pop. Oh yeah. Because it's a little hard, my foot, I'll just soften it a bit. I want it to fit into there. Doesn't matter. Genau. And now I've got a pedal. I like pedaling. Obviously I could pedal a little longer there, but somehow I'll just do it that way. I'll have another play with this edge in a minute. Now I'm going to do this opening here. I just cut it and zwei. Na komm schon. Ja. It's a bit thick, the slab, but that will actually mean that the vase will live very long. The thicker the slab is, the thicker the clay, the longer it will live. We've had these vases for, one of these vases for 23 years. Hey Gus. They're really nice, very charming. You can put them on the windowsill. They don't take up much room. You can put in little flowers, a big one. Genau. And then I use the soft slab, the soft sponge. Sponge this off a little. This should really nicely mend together, because when it leaks, it will leak out here or on the bottom. But I will glaze it on the inside later on, after the first firing. And that will prevent the vase from leaking. So, ceramic is always done in stages, obviously, like we've just done this earlier, then we just did this. And these two I've made an hour or so ago. So, yeah, ideally you have 2-3 vases going at once and return at the right moment. Timing is very important in ceramics, also with paperclay. But that's just what it is for now. There we go. That's finished for now. I'll let it dry. Tomorrow it will look like this. Then it'll go through the first firing circle. It's called the bisque firing. And then it will have a glaze firing. So 2 firings really.